Rumble chat.
Backs out, save with a chance. The Nero shuts it down, but goes unstoppable. We've seen different play styles in this particular map. They want to shut down Dash, leading that in. Trying to get after time on the side of Miami. Here it takes in William Pinball, waiting for him to slide out. The nade hits. He's got the defuse. He's got the ace. What a round one for Metal. All fall down, and now here Ghostin. LA Thieves are steamrolling map number one. Scrap is absolutely ripping and roaring. Another three in the feed. The Thieves are lining up. You got to contend to the final seconds. You're there for it. Quinn finds a couple in the feed, but he's done down, out, folks. Wow, that's a big scoreline.
I got it up now. I pulled it back so I can catch it all.
Minnesota, they always got
This will probably be it. Then I'm probably gonna have to catch the train. My phone. Check the train.
Minnesota are gonna double down. There's the first of it. Wraps it back from Rocket. And in comes guess who? Ghosty with another kill. 5 now in a row. Trying to play mind games, but Lucky's still here. But Ghosty unstoppable. This is for the map. Here we go. Ghosty is Terminator right now.
I didn't even know I hit the record. Now knowing it, that's pretty sick.
An advantage. Oh, look at that find. Draza again. Draza! 3! The ace not, but his teammates there for the trade.
Yeah, I got my shit nice and clipped.
It's an execution. They've taken over the A-bomb. It's an immediate jump. And his brains not broad. The get face the win. You can take your superstars all the way to the final moment. In the 25 season, your Major 1 champions, Atlanta FaZe.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. We have a special Friday showcase with 3 matches. This is match number 2 with 2 green teams. One of them placed in the top 8. The other one, very bottom of our qualifier standings. So Vegas Falcons are going to be the underdogs today. Before we get to that, let's celebrate some Valentine's Day, shall we?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. What is it now? Oh, we got Caesar. Sky's the limit with you. That one's cute.
Yeah, we missed an opportunity here, production. He invests in his relationship.
Ooh, you're the real deal with a lot of ease. I like it. Well done.
Dial.
And of course, your king of my heart. That guy, born the same year I graduated high school. Wow.
Wow.
King has been
you really
a
wanna
fun
say that?
player to watch, and he is going to be in full force today. Let's take a look at this Vegas Falcons lineup because they've made a lot of moves. And most recently, Roxas, the guy you've heard in some interviews, well, he's not on the starting lineup. What are they looking to do in Vegas?
I mean, if I'm being honest, like plug and play till something works. Like that's really what you're trying. You're trying to find the right combination. It's very difficult. You got like 6 guys that you're just trying to see who works the best together and find success. And you look back at their major performance, play Carolina, you go to a round 11 in the search, you lose. King has a great performance, drops 10. And you go to that vault, losing a round 5, right? So it's so close to winning maps and extending these series has not been the case. And this is the newest iteration in which they hope to actually start to win series.
So Xnet has had that monster game back on Vault. You remember that hard point against Optic that they eventually lost. You've seen some big games from King. To whom? What are we expecting from him, though? I feel like he's kind of made himself a mainstay since coming into the lineup.
Yeah, I mean, for a lot of it's just been slaying for this team, and that hasn't really been an issue. So for To Whom, I guess there's a lot of pressure of just kind of keeping people's heads on straight through the ends of these games. Because these hard points, these controls, they're getting to these round 5s. They're getting to these within 50 points, but that's when they start scrambling. So maybe a little bit of leadership, maybe somebody with their head screwed on right.
On the other side of this matchup, you have a Boston team with players that are quite familiar with the Challenger Shuffle. They've been on a number of squads and currently find themselves with a winning record, but Boston did not find success in Madrid.
Yeah.
What have you seen from the breach as of late?
Yeah, I mean, Hardpoint's good.
Hey, Johnny, thank you for the biddies.
like, all right, their search and destroy was
Trying to do like 6 things at once here.
50-50
Yeah,
in
about
S&D.
50-50.
You win a search and series, you're probably winning.
For
it
what,
the
buddy?
Boston Breach, but they get there, they lose the majority of their searches. And what I saw the difference was not decisive on land. You think about the game 5 that they had against C9. You go back, you watch that series, you'll see playing so scared, like a stun was deterring them from hitting bottom computers on protocol. I will not forget it because I was looking at Boston thinking they were going to make a run in that bracket.
Oh, man, don't worry about it, bro.
They got to be more decisive, and Cammy needs to step it up. Had a very bad major. He has to.
Don't worry about it, man. You deserve it.
The players, they're ready to go, so we'll speed this up. We got a double dose of Hacienda and Vault, and if we get to the game 5, we're going to protocol. Allie, give me the numbers. Vegas only has a few map wins, so I'm guessing it's all Boston.
It is all Boston, but I don't hate this opening vault for Falcons. They've got so many reps on it, they could steal a map 1 early here.
Namus, you want to see the number 44?
Yeah, I mean, I got Boston.
Yeah, all right, let's do the pick'ems here. He's going Boston.
I don't want to. I'm not looking at the numbers here.
Allie's going Boston.
I'm picking with my heart. It's Valentine's
I'm
Day.
going Boston. The fans are going Vegas. Just kidding. We're all going Boston. Can Vegas pull off the improbable? They're getting closer. Chance, take it away.
Look, Bucket, we all have dreams, and I know King might have been born the same year, graduated high
All right,
school,
buddy. You have a
but
good night,
he
buddy.
Still has a lot to learn.
He does indeed. We all have a lot to learn, don't we, Chris? I'm very excited, though, folks. Ready to rock and roll with another series on the day. I had really good memories from Madrid. A weird memory I just hit my brain was I was walking around the venue and I saw the Falcons players wave hi to them. And as they walked away from me, at least 2 of them, I don't know exactly who it was, spoke perfect Spanish and were just reciting with no accent, no problem whatsoever. Hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Dónde está Prima Victoria? Like, where's our first win? Is it this series? It well could be. Boston Breach had a bad time in Spain, folks. Have they rebounded? Now they're on home soil. We'll find out because, good Lord, do they need it.
Oh, well, I mean, hey, just in case you didn't get, shockwaved by the 13 loss streak. The record, 15 hardpoint losses in a row. Is the worst we've ever seen. So maybe we get that in this series, but if you're looking for Falcons' first win, this would be the map to do it on, but not a map number 1's average plus minus of -70. Fair to say, Snoopy and Boston Breach going to have the edge on the map, and Snoopy has done some crazy things on this map as well, so his hardpoint, even at the major, pretty astounding. Going to be the player to watch for Breach.
Eyes on, folks, so we go straight into our Vault Hardpoint map number 1 in series number 2 of the day out of 3. No more numbers to be found in this intro, but King, the first man on the board there for the Falcons. Exnid sadly catches his head on the roof there. And it's an explosive opening here for our boys in green chance. Of course, Boston Breach with the white arrows on the minimap. Vegas Falcons, that lovely shade of sage.
And wow, both players just pushing out line cut and both players dying immediately. So they had a little bit of control around the time, but Purge is going to take it right from him. And Snoopy doing the exact same thing. Clean shots rolling through, and already the Falcons players beginning to spawn out.
Yeah, that's the left-hand side of the minimap for now, folks. Don't want to be there, Falcons. They're going to flock their way back over towards the middle and hopefully make a mess of the setup the Boston have got going on right now. I say setup, it's more of a mosh pit. And right now, it's the boys of the Falcons who are swinging the windmill.
Yeah, hit him with the old little runaround. Now they got the spawns back, so a little bit of chaos in the middle of P1, but you come out on top and attempt to get the rotation. Nice moves out of Purge, though. I tell you, that is certainly not easy to do. Purge has calculated it. Walks all the way up to the hill for free, but King heads up play inside the pool, wins the gunny, and his team gunning every single player down. Falcons, they are setting themselves up, Miles, for a very strong hold.
This is a great look. P2, fantastic hold so far. Exnid is getting very frisky on the other side of the map, trying to keep that front line pushed forward. Dohoom down and out, Cammy and Awakening on the way forward. Over to King, keeping himself very cool in the hot sun. And cool as a cucumber as he gets his 4th kill in a row. That what could be the break. Over to Exnid, back alive on the hard point, trying to stay in this one. 20 seconds to go on P2. Great looks out of the Falcons.
Yeah, okay, maybe not the strongest hold that I've ever seen, but still able to get a decent chunk of time. Exnid looking to make a late play, but Snoopy here's the one-shot call out, cleans him up, no problems there. And for speaking of problems, on the rotation, Wixel might have himself a gunfight win against Cammy. Huge one potentially for these spawns, and Cammy at least gets traded out. So the fight's gonna continue, but the next man in line to whom loses it. So long-term, Boston in a good spot.
They're not bad. We'll see if they can keep it going. Exnid is only getting 1 out of that life now, an open hard point for everyone. So no one in a position to get themselves on a pause P3. We'll see who can make their foot race on towards this very, very open and difficult hard point to really find time on. Cameron McGilligan getting himself a couple of kills. Snoopy joins him alongside it. Now to the middle of the map as Purge finally gets himself out of the neutral and into the positive. Snoopy doing just that as well. 10 and 4, typical looks there out of the young man.
Yeah, and finally Boston have actually been able to take the lead. So a little bit of a battle on P2, brought the battle to P3, and now Boston might firmly be in control of this game. And we heard Merc touch on it in the first series about when it came to land, locking down P4 became so much easier. We get to test Boston's chances here. It'll be about a 10-point difference as the new time pops, and Boston have all 4 players set up exactly where they want them.
Vegas Falcons 1 to 2, good. 2 to 3, not so solid. 3 to 4, let's find out. All the doors are covered right now for Boston Breach. One player now making the way through. Our Exton's going to be the man of the moment. Snoopy has let him slip through. Will he catch out another hit? No, it's an unfortunate bit of timing. Here we go, Falcons. Your opportunity for the break. Purge, next man in. Lovely coverage there. They line up. Oh, big work out of King, but it's not enough. Boston Breach hold it together. Cammy at the helm, and now the time once again.
Yeah, nice big two as well from Cam towards the end, and I think Snoopy, maybe just the fastest player in this lobby, saw the timing and was like, hey, they had to have gotten past, right? Like, let me roll through, but ends up getting baited. Doesn't really matter, and it was a 10-point lead for Boston as the hill pops in. By the way things are shaping up, they're walking away with a massive, nearly 60-point lead. So incredibly solid hold on P4. Cammy gets a couple errant kills as well. Absolutely nowhere near the cruise missile, but it's fun to see a 6th spree.
It's a hellstorm, mate. Sorry about that. Back to P1, and Boston Breach are back in control. Oh, nice 3 spree there. Make it 4 in a row right now for the boys. The Falcons. That's all dead. That's P1. Get your hands around it, boys. This time is yours.
And get Wixel and Exnid flowing in the kills column as well. Both players sitting around double or triple negative, but the kill feed certainly lining up their way. Maybe those boys don't need to shoot if King and the Whom are going to do everything, but unfortunately for them, one thing they lost an eye on was the mini-map. The spawns get open on the right side. That allows Purge to pierce through and at least get you off of P1. And another mini-map that's looking a little bit chaotic. Falcons, they'll have some spawns for new, but still 15 seconds on old, and Boston just maintaining their lead.
Good work though. Wixel managing to catch that kill. He's 6 and 14. Got all these kills towards the backside of the hardpoint workout, so he's going to keep the spawns there for his lads. Vegas Falcon 1 to 2 last time was good. Can you do it again now? This is an opportunity to get right back in this one. Wixel flushed out with a good nade. Omni movement stays alive. Cammy shot in the back, and here comes the next hit over to Dr. Dahum, and he's done a lovely job of holding this down. What a slide in from Purge though. Big wins. Purge with 2. Exnid there on the pump right in towards the new point. Is he drowning? Yes, he's done. The break is in, and superb workout, Boston.
And I think he's a gentleman too, unless I missed something right before, but unfortunately a dead gentleman, and the P2 spawns get lost. So another P2 with potential there for the Vegas Falcons, but unfortunately not quite able to deliver. And well, now this is prime Snoopy territory where he falls. His teammates right there to pick him up, and one gunfight to win for the time, but the child didn't even come through quick enough. So Awakening, he's got all the reinforcements he ever needed. Cammy cleans house for him.
15 and 9 for Demon Joe, 16 and 10 for Cammy. It's massive bit of work here from Boston Breach. Tremendous production across the board. Trying to make his way over towards the backside of what Art. He's looking to get himself at least spawns for that dreaded P4. But for now, it's good looks out of the Falcons. They're keeping that side of the map all safe. And Boston now with a tremendous lead in the kills and in the time. Let's go for a listen in.
And big control top part. And low right.
Control Wixel down. Close one bullet. One's gonna be doublers. He's their side pillar, bro. Top part doing one shot. Exit, they no time, boys. Their pillar. Exit on the time, boys. Yo, one more front.
Take my time.
Which time? We need to soak this, boys. Remember? 100% soak. Top lay down. Okay, I got time. That can spawn behind me, bro. Yeah, it could be. I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't see anything pat, bro. No, nothing playing.
One shot.
We can go. Lower. King's one shot, bro.
Line.
He's gonna hurt King.
He's gonna hit you on middle, probably.
He's gonna top part.
Mid X hit twice. Pretty weak, X.
Top part, King weak.
X was close, right?
Yeah, here.
Main lower right.
In from camera. Close line.
Yeah, okay. I'm pre-aiming top part, bro. King is not
We break this one.
On something.
Yeah.
I don't see him.
Try and play
Be line.
Yeah, I don't see him statue. I don't see him top part. I don't see him close short, boys.
Close.
One shot time.
Under one bullet.
And one statue.
Statue. Statue.
Do one time. They don't know. You can kill him.
Yo, push it R, Kings R.
Yeah, weak.
My friend there, we can. Two more in the back. Hold the back, Joe. I have the front door. Good like this. Hold your staff. Front door there. Just keep good like this. Keep holding your scaff.
Spawn mid, boys. Spawn mid, okay?
He's in big door, dude.
I'm getting out, boys.
Yeah.
I'm coming low right with you.
Exton's already counting me, boys. Doom child. He's in P1 as well, Doom. He's money.
I'm on him. Yeah, push my cat already.
Yes, one is weak, bro. He's really behind us. He's going top before, bro.
Alright, listen.
They're gonna spawn last two.
An incredible moment there from Boston Breach. A slight window they work with. They bang P4, wide open chance, and they're looking towards the win here.
Dude, I let Nameless Nally break that one down on the desk. That was insanity. We're watching the P4 setup happen. We're like, hey, they get a full 60 back in the game. They got the 3 entry kills, killed Cammy as well. Falcons do literally everything. And then I look through the spawn and Boston spawn right back and break it down instantly. So I don't know if that's the case of somebody not blocking spawn or if simply love does not block your side. And what you want to do, someone always needs to block. Just go stare and walk yourself back. Gotta do the little things right before the game will back. I'll still say go. Boston go to 2-2. First time we've seen them really change their way. The last time we see it, remember we go. Purge in the pool. Nothing about that. Find kills, baby. Opportunity for a big resource. Get some win. 3 down now. And the ball weapon in. And Vegas gets alive. Again, try tradition of getting into having an opportunity for a stronghold. But really, like single time Falcons have been able to convert. Let me tell you, now. Go ahead. Next shots. It's happening. Extend there once again. Get frisky towards the front lines. Watch out for the pinch. Though towards the back. It's all going to come down to the hoop. Finds one. Brought down on the pinch. Here we go towards the point. King spots out Snoopy in the cross. 3 players in towards the back line now. All coming down to Wixel. Can he keep it together? No. Right through the door. Into the jaws of defeat we now go as Boston Breach. You're not going to be able to win it here. You got another break. And Falcons a good hold again. Yeah, I tell you though, Purge had the big pickup on that break, killing the guy outer that was watching the back spawns and allowed the flood to come through. So Purge picked the right moment to get that kill, and now Falcons gonna need to have just nothing but perfect moments from here on out. But they get the 2 entries. They do have control of spawns as well, and it's more important as long as you keep Boston out of time, you're gonna be happy. Unfortunately, Big Wake just takes it from you, and now you're gonna force the floods. This might be devastation on the old vault hardpoint.
Whoa, it's not over yet, man. Wixel finds 2. King gets his kill as well. Purge, last man left alive. Oh my word, in and out he goes. Can't get the second. You're still going, Vegas. You are not out of the woods yet, my friends. Good tags from Cammy. Lovely coverage, though, as the Falcons players... Oh, dear, I take it back. It's falling to pieces, baby. Boston are in. Final few moments. Vegas did what they could. Last attack. Last chance. Anyone to contest? Yes! For now.
Okay. They got to square up, too. This is so tough. Yeah, number 5 slides on time, and there it is. Yeah, not going to deliver in the clutch moments, and that is now a 14 loss spree for Vegas Falcons, who, again, create opportunities, do a lot of good things on the map, and just have those occasional pain points of, damn, we just got broken on P4.
Yeah, the P4 break was, honestly, if you can hear me nameless, that's the conclusions we've got to be drawing. That was an unbelievable moment. Good setups, nice rotations, Vegas Falcons. You can't say it's not getting better, but at what point do we go, all right, fellas, how many more roster changes can we make? We're running out of, top tier Saudi talent. Maybe, I don't know. Tough camp to be in right now for the Vegas Falcons. S&D, of course, though, has been the bread and butter chance, but on a 14-map loss streak right now, this one might be tough. But again, great production across the board. We saw some magnificent moments. Wixel, absolute king of the hill there for his lads. Boston, though, from start to finish, looking pretty solid.
Yeah, ultimately. I mean, you know, maybe not super happy with letting Falcons get back into the mix, but maybe that's more credit to Vegas Falcons having a lot of heart, a lot of spirit. But yeah, ultimately, I saw Cammy lighten things up in the damage category. Snoopy got off to a hot start. Things were looking very calm and casual for Boston early on, right? Maybe mitigated, not a disaster for the first few hills, but it was a very narrow and tight game going into the P4, and then they just started to absolutely run away with the game. And just moments of Cammy going on nice little sprees, and he's certainly a player, if you're a Boston fan, you love to see have the hot hand, although exited from time to time, he will evaporate.
Oh, he's really, I mean, again, no one's actually doubting the skill level of Vegas Falcons. It's just the sort of teamwork, and it's those moments of game sense that week in, week out seem to cost them those little moments that turn into big, massive collapses. Crazy stuff, though. Well, good stuff out of Boston Breach. You take the first map, you roll forward. Well, you say goodbye to Vault for now. We'll come back later when it comes to playing Control. Again, shout out to Turtle. That's going to be our 300th map of the season so far. Shout out King Leonidas. I've got nothing else, Chance, or you.
I never would have heard a shout-out Turtle followed by shout-out King Leonidas in back-to-back sentences. So only in the CDL are you going to hear something like that, and only in the CDL are you going to watch a very interesting search and destroy matchup between these two teams. Boston Breach looking for the bounce back in the game mode specifically post-major performance, but obviously we have very high expectations for this squad. And Vegas Falcons, that is where they are the most lethal threat. That is where they have, I believe, 3 of their 4 map wins on the year. So the hard point consistently been a struggle. We just got another look on Vault, exactly why that has been the case. But for S&D, very capable team. They will force you to play things correctly. We'll see if Boston Breach can bring the goods.
Yeah. Goods now on our way. Hacienda, search and destroy, followed by that Vault Control. Hacienda hard point if we had to get to the 4, but we'll find out, folks. It's going to be a tough one. Hacienda, again, spicy new addition to the map pool here in halfway through Major 1 towards Major 2 now. It's going to be a lot of fun seeing some more Hacienda, boys and girls. Let's find out, though, if the Hacienda can be as good as the Spanish phrasebook is for the Vegas Falcons players. Chance, where are we going with this, mate? How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good, and I would imagine on a map like Hacienda, I do think Breach are going to be able to have a pretty comfortable time on it, unless you have those sort of individual like pop-out performances. If the Falcons players just continuously collect these first bloods, maybe they're going to have a fighting chance, but I just think with the adjustments Breach make in the middle of the rounds, Hasi is a map all about the rotations. You can play the mind games. I think they'll be at their best.
Well, this is the S&D looks so far in the season. Vegas
on the objective,
but that is fantastic. That is fantastic. I mean, again, their success in the last 14-ish maps hasn't been ideal, but this is a team that definitely know what they're doing. Of course, Saudi Arabia known for its search and destroy. It's basically what they play mostly. So again, there is that continual storyline. We have touched upon it time and time again here in the league, and we will continue to do so until they become, respawn demons. It always takes a minute when a team comes from another region, whether it's Europe, whether it's APAC, now whether it's the Middle East. That is not an easy thing to do. The US is very, very good at the respawn game mode. They have been for the longest of time, whether it's Hardpoint, whether it was CTF, whether it's Blitz, whatever the hell you played. Very good at it indeed. Overall, so far though, 7-10 for Boston in the S&D's chance. They're on a 3-map losing spree. Madrid was not terribly kind to them.
No, not at all, and that is why the record doesn't look as good as it once was, because for Boston, second in conversion. So their team, when they get the first,
it's because it was my
advantage there on point.
My bad.
Why I said for S&D, it's incredibly
like
for Falcons to get them.
What I was trying to say is he cut this a little too short,
still managing to convert the round. So
I'm okay with it.
Fire against Boston if you don't get those bloods in. Well, we'll see the opening salvo. Purge already, cheeky corner. He's got all of the flank completely undercover there. And on the A side, it's a square up. It's a bang out. Falcons.
But what I'm going to do now is just use this as the template to grow this
already
out.
A beautiful little sequence here for Boston.
Oh, yeah. Vegas Falcons got drop kicked by Boston there. A lovely start. Fast moves now with the bomb. Wixel's got a lot of work to do there. Cammy's going to cut him down. And a perfect opener there from Boston Breach. The bang out works. You fan the map and you catch those players, the Vegas Falcons sprinting.
Miles, would you say hit him with the drop kick, Marty Jannetty?
I don't know what you've just said.
Listen, it's an Action Bronson lyric. Yep. I want to say it's a WWE reference. I'm not super familiar with wrestling, but technically the perfect line, I believe.
Be right back.
Nailed it. We'll just, we'll fix that in the edit. Nice job, Boston Breach in round 1. 1 Nice job, Boston Breach in round 1. 1 Nice job, Boston Breach in round 2. 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 1 Nice job, Boston Breach in ro That was their attacking run as well. Hitting fences real hard, see what they've got there on defense. Again, expect Vegas Falcons to bounce back in a big way. To whom will be our bomb carrier this time round, and it looks like he's going solo towards A.
The school of slasher for this round of S&D. Spread the map, play for picks. Cornered up on the top side of the map, cornered up bottom secret, see if anybody overcommits, and waiting towards well. Boston, though, giving them nothing to chew on. They have tossed all their stuns. They have gotten no intel, and they know they have plenty of space taken on the map. I mean, Boston have eyes on literally everything, so they're comfortable right now. But as A does get given up, maybe the opportunity for Dahum to go for the plant. Falcons are snapping into position, but will they read the pressure coming through mid?
Well, King has said a lot, and he's seen a lot now, and so Snoopy, the double back. King trying to eliminate the angles he has to worry about. Cammy, yeah, play that one slow and steady. They've yet to give the Vegas Falcons anything. Awakening, though. Oh, a team that was already hungry for it. They went hunting, and now Snoopy, the hunter. Oh, dear. They're going to win their ones. They do. Nice shots. Last man left alive. King brought down from the inside of you. Great work from Boston.
And you know, just to throw a little taste of the stats we saw earlier for the bomb plant percentage, like success rate for Falcons, they play a lot of vault. And that is, you're just very confident about, hey, the only thing we're doing is running towards A and planting this bomb. It's very simple. Hacienda, again, you can play mind games. I think they had zero information on the map, and even with the A site being open, maybe just with the lack of hallway control, not comfortable getting the bomb down, not able to figure out what to do. And Boston Breach there to pick them apart. Hacienda is a tough one. It will force you to think.
Overthinking a problem as well. We've seen many players deal with that. Boston have just cleared absolutely everything. 99.99% of dirt gone from the A bomb site with all those stuns and nades. Now with full coverage, opportunity to plant the bomb. So have to worry about the player from top dark. That's a very dangerous position to be in.
Oh.
But for now,
I gotta head out of here at in like an hour or something.
And I'm just seeing Purge do the same thing on the.
And I wanted to eat and watch.
He can use that spot for like
Breach.
this game S&D at this game only, because
I don't know how much time I'll have after.
Gotta be checking it, but either way, times it perfectly. Another first blood, 3 in a row there for Boston, and again, one of the best teams in the game at converting. And it's because Purge makes plays like that. 3v2, 3v1.
Monday, if you want, we can run some.
3v1 with little time on the clock there for Xnid. Boston Breach about to go up 3-0.
It could be. Xnid spots himself first. And with absolute certainty, 10 seconds on it, Boston Breach close out another doozy.
Yeah, the powerful processing hardware there, Purge is downloaded. Easy peasy on the flank. I mean, I don't know if he gets the intel or can hear those players up top or just trust himself with the timing in the post plant, but perfect play there on the flank. Great reads down low for that trade to be rolling through. So combination of what I assume is good comms from Boston. And again, that is now just 3 first bloods in a row for a team that is one of the very best at converting them.
The steamroll continues. The Boston Bulldozer now into its 4th round. Has it lost any steam? We'll find out. Vegas on the attack. Over towards open. Here comes the first fight. Potentially, no. We're going to hit that B-bomb site instantly, but so are the Breach boys.
Okay, wide open bomb. No time wasted. Trophy down, bomb down, 4v4. Xnid going to be the guy on the flank, but no pressure there. Boston squaring up through the front.
Look at Snoopy checking these naughty little angles. Absolutely knew the trophy was there on the nade throw, but we care not. Here comes the concussions over the top. Dahum with a nice opener there on a Snoopy. The bomb trying to get the defuse, and that was an ambitious play there. Demon Joe will take it, baby. We're getting on the board, and this Purge can somehow find 2. He finds none, son, and the Vegas Falcons get the round.
There we go. Getting on the board, executing on the bomb as well. Clean and easy, as efficient as you want it, and the trades rolling through. Shout out to the trophy system, honestly. The real MVP, but King with some nice gunfight wins as well. I think maybe the only opportunity is if Cammy's able to deliver a 2-piece, but anytime an AR player trying to slide in through those doors, it can be a bit of a nightmare. So first bloods roll through, bomb goes down, the execution you love to see.
That's the Falcons of old.
The Dragon definitely on
very doable
Monday
right now. Boston taking the bomb over towards Dark. Snoopy will be the man with the carry. Cammy. Oh, that's a lovely opener. The wallbang kill there on the Dahum. King, I believe, has been spotted. No, Snoopy didn't see him. Doesn't matter. Snoopy with a kill there. Confirmation from the stun hit markers, and that is going to be a 4-1. Not only in the lives so far in the round, but soon to be the round count.
This is tough. He just read the entire way. Yeah, that is utterly perfect. Cammy got the first blood for the wall bang, so I think that strat was a handful of players going up top, Awakening probably there to join them. You get the tags on the guy through the windows, and then both players just start spraying through the wall, trying to catch someone through top office. But whether or not that was the play, they got the first blood, and as you calmed Miles, Snoopy perfectly played there, gets the stun out, gets the intel, nades the deep spot, checks the close one, does everything right. And again, for Boston, as good as a round can really get.
Yeah. Posing them down right now. Going to be a square up towards A, but there were not going to be that many members on the ground floor, lads. They're all upstairs. Stun check's going to be there. Here come the nades. Snoopy eats it. Luckily, he's dressed for the occasion. Looks over towards the A bomb site still. We are waiting this one out, lads. Snoopy.
Whenever you have time, just let me know.
He manages to get the regen, and now we're all back to 4v4 empty pockets on that side of the map.
Yep, if we just coordinated those nades, they would have had a free kill or two. Now the problem is they got Purge on the outer lane, and he's in prime position to break this down. Here falls the round, and Xnid, last man standing. We'll see if he can clutch the 1v3.
Well, he's just done for the drive-by. That's 2 pieces of intel given away. Great job. He knows Purge is going for it. I love this. Purge has gone downstairs, though, so that's going to be a moment we'll deal with in a second. But Xnid, this is doable. A delicate moment. Oh, no, son. It is Purge, Purge, Purge. 5-1.
He is just better. Miles, Purge is on one, and S&D has been all
Whenever
year.
you're free, bro. Whenever you're free.
And I got to say, though, that is just another perfect example. We have the sort of, CDL, play at the pro level, 101 class in session, block spawns on hardpoint, especially on the money hills. And if you know where players are, if you get the intel with stuns, coordinate the nades. Throw them together. They do more damage. It goes through the flak jacket. What could have been?
That was a brutal turn. Well, map point Boston to take the lead in the to push the lead even further in the series. Excuse me, folks. Here we go. Trophies are in place. The nades are all hitting there. Marks, the stuns are there as well. Here comes Cammy, trying to find his 4th kill in a row. King will be the man. Whoa, but it's Wixel with the first blood. They're gonna Snoop. Go on, son. Get on towards the bomb site. Oh. Okay. This ain't over yet. Vegas still with the man advantage.
Oh, that's the gunny, though, and there's Cammy on the flank making the play. DeHoom in a 1 versus 2. He's got killer Cameron McGilligan to deal with, and he might just have the perfect read.
Or he had the perfect read, but it was all for Cammy to pick up the bomb and backpedal. DeHoom versus Cammy. Cammy's found himself in a couple of Champs Grands finals. Knows what to do with the pressure. Has 30 seconds to work with as well.
I tell you though, Cammy, excuse me, not gonna read this. But after clearing everything out, I mean, DeHoom has not gotten eyes on either bomb. He's intent on sitting in a corner in the depths of spawn, so you get the bomb down for free. How the tables turn, maybe a minor advantage here for Cammy.
And Cammy doing everything he can to check, not get caught.
Look at his eyes.
I know, man. He's turned. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. What a 1v1 that was. I'd be smiling too, man. You did a lot. Fed DeHoom well. A casual sip of the water and a defuse of the bomb. It's 5-2.
That's insanity. I mean, I know how I would play the 1v1 in the future situation. I would run towards well, lay down, go take a sip of water, and check bomb at 10. But Cameron, unfortunately, just gets a little bit too antsy, has the good movement. But those are those moments in the 1v1s when you have no intel, you just get nervous. Like you imagine the possibilities. He could be anywhere. He could be flanking well. He could be above me. I don't know what's going on. How come I haven't seen anything? And yeah, you tweak. So it goes.
So it goes. I had that set. We're like, oh, he's been in Champs Grand Finals. We're like, yeah, what an idiot, Ross. Good stuff, though. Well, that's a lot of intel. Backs on up. Watch the pinch. You've got all the top corridors full of Boston Breach players. Now Snoopy sending it. Hello, Snoopy. Catches King napping. And now that trophy the strongest opponent that's got so far here on the map. Snoopy can yet to best the machines. Purge. Whoa! Picks the winner. Somehow gets the kill. 2v2. 2v1. Xnid now. Somehow find this. Oh, I like that. Snoopy. 1v1. Oh, perfect as well. Send it, Xnid. Oh, you went the wrong way. Cammy is an absolute beast for that one. GG's in the chat. Cammy makes up for the 1v1 against Dahum. Eats a superb nade. Diffuses it. And we're going to a break after this.
Revenge is sweet for Cammy. Didn't get the man that got the best of them back, but at least able to clutch the 1v1 there when he had the intel, knew where he was inside of you. And I just like the aggressive play. You know you got to go get the kill, and frankly for an AR player, you just want to take the angle before the guy can like get out and get lost. So appreciate the aggression, heads up gameplay from Boston Breach, which is exactly what we have come to expect from this squad. But most importantly, the first bloods were flowing. 6 of them they were able to collect. I think they converted every single one.
Every single one. Near enough. I'm not gonna claim that. That's not a stat I know, but 6-2, a very happy scoreline to see on Hacienda there for the Boston Breach boys. It's a couple of Bs so far. We're looking for a 3B performance if they can get it, but there we go, folks. Vault Control coming up in a mo. Miles and Chance are beside ourselves with how much fun this series has been. Can we see a big turnaround? I'm looking forward to some drawing conclusions of Bucket.
Thanks, guys. We're having a great time. That's a big finger you got right there. 2-0. This could be a fast night. So if you're thinking about asking that girl out, give her a call right now. Make a dinner reservation for 8. You'll probably make it with no problem. Allie, what is going on in this house?
I don't know about a res, but you might be able to pick up something to cook for the night. What's going on right now? Well, Boston Breach is also cooking this Valentine's Day. Their search and destroy looks so good.
Yeah, I like what we saw in that game, too. Game 1,
yeah,
you were behind. Hills 1 and 2. After that, dominance.
Yeah, I mean, some good P2s out of Vegas Falcons, and we were joking in the green room, like, how good they are on that hill. Can we just apply that everywhere else, and maybe we'll win a hard point. But yeah, Boston starts to run away with a little bit. Great P4 on that first rotation. End up going up a lot, and then Vegas Falcons at the very end start to actually rotate, communicate, pick up things, and win the couple rotations to bring it back. It's just not enough when you're in such a big hole early on. We're just waiting on them to win a hard point, man. It feels like every time they get close, they reset the roster, and then they're far away once again. So just got to commit to this team and hopefully get there at some point.
I mean, you make a really good point. Again, they just came into the game a little bit too late. Wixel had a very, very slow start in the playing category. The P2 was beautiful, though, from the side of Vegas Falcons. They're last in, like, every category in hardpoint except for rotations. So the fundamentals have been here. It's just their setups and winning those really important early gunfights has not been there for Vegas Falcons.
And you're seeing like the product of like their very thin map pool. They love Vault because they played it so much, but then you play this is Boston's best hardpoint map, right? Yeah. So you're forced to play them on it, and it is a narrow victory for Boston. But anyways, you're down 0-1. We go into a search and destroy where you're just giving things up. Like, what's up with the comms on this team? Fences is wide open. You're getting bombs down. You're just losing, getting flanked. Falcons got to lock in their comms.
Let's take a look at the Falcons in game 2. You had a 1v1 won by Dahum. Other than that, not a whole lot of highlights. On the other side, Boston, clean and search and destroy. Are the Breach going to be good? Major 2 qualifiers at search.
That's a really good question. As much as you want to give them flowers right now after that map number 2, because it was stunning. I mean, I felt like Boston Breach had the literal read on Vegas Falcons in their defense every single round. I mean, you had Snoopy just roaming hallways with the utmost of confidence, challenging these players in corner hallway, knowing that they were going to be there. So the comms have been there for Boston Breach. The problem is, though, leading up to this, they were on a 3 search and destroy loss spree. They lost to S&D's to Atlanta. They lost it to Cloud9. So it's been a little back and forth for them.
Well, think about Boston is like their search was pretty solid online in the qualifier. When you look at it, like they played super aggressive. You heard Chance and Miles talking about it, but that was the difference when we got to land. They were playing scared, right? So I'm not worried about like their thesis on how to play search. You take chances, get pushed up. We've seen Purge and Snoopy have huge plays, just being aggressive. That's kind of how you play this game in search and destroy. But when we get to land, they have to play that same way. It also like the games are going to be easier when Cammy plays like this versus 1 and 9 on land in a game 5, right? So this is the Cammy you're hoping to see throughout all their series.
All smiles in Boston. They are just a game away from taking their first match of the Major 2 qualifiers. If you're a Vegas Falcons fan, well, here's the news. You're basically going to get the easiest schedule of your season right now. You may start off with a loss today, but you got to take advantage because over the next 3-4 weeks, this is your time to earn your spot in a winner's bracket potentially.
Well, they got to do it starting right here in this control. We're talking number 11 and number 12 heading into this map number 3. So it's going to be the battle of the worst.
Yeah, if you look at their schedule, they do have like an easier split throughout this one. And this is about that time where teams start to implode, change some rosters. So they do have opportunity if they can figure it out, maybe catch their first dub.
Production's going to save us with some Valentines. Let's take a look at some of our favorites. What do you got for me this time around, front desk?
Please be Miles and Chance this time.
Aww.
You rock.
It matches his sweater. Chance's sweater matches this.
That's pretty weak.
I don't think it's weak. Maybe it should have been you rock.
I would walk 500 miles for you. I get it.
I would.
Oh, my guy Ross.
Aw, wait, how did you get this pick of Chance?
It's from the last event. What a beautiful.
Is that Photoshop?
No, that's Chance.
I need that as a cardboard cutout right here.
Chance is an underrated glow up, low key.
Let's send it to a live version of the man with the beautiful sweater on day 1 of the Major 2 qualifier. Chance.
He's handsome.
Is that a compliment? I don't know.
Yes, it
Glow
is.
up. What do you mean? What does that mean for me 10 years ago? What are you trying to
Your
say?
beard is crisp. Like, you're just glowing now, man. Like, the confidence is there. Like, Chance, dude. Great glow.
All the way from
right
blue
there.
shirt guy, I'll tell you that.
I just want to say that those weren't even the spiciest photos from that shoot. Like, there's a lot in the camera roll. There's a lot. Well, it's going to be a great year, folks. That's all we got to say. Take a chance on him, and I would walk 500 miles for you. Maybe. Wherever you are in the world, your Valentine's Day is going great. You know whose Valentine's Day ain't going great? It's the Vegas Falcons. And bad news, Chance, we do go to a vault control. I still am mildly disappointed, Mr. Wheeler, that we didn't get to break down that crazy P4 spawn from the hard point. But whatever, mate. I'll let the flank do it later tonight, I suppose.
Glow up, man. I remember the line graph hairline. I ain't forget.
End of the map 3. Here's how the record has looked so far. Vegas Falcons, we saw one big win, and since then it's been a tough run. But good news, folks, both of our teams here rock bottom in the rankings overall. So someone is walking away with a much better performance here today and hopefully improve their standings. King at Major 1, absolutely fine in control there at 1.05. Not that they sadly didn't get the win, but we'll find out, folks, how this one goes down. Boston, white arrows on the minimap. Vegas, they're the green ones. Let's get it.
And just, by the way, is this going to be a bait B hit? A couple nades tossed in towards A, but Purge is making moves. So, all right, we're learning. We're doing creative stuff in control. How well can this pan out? You had a 2-man stack. That is going to falter. If you get one tick, you're happy. If you get a 4-man wipe, it is even better. Awakening and Purge holding it down.
Oh, they're going absolutely for the jugular, for the absolute, in the back. Go on, son. Awakening now fighting his way forward. It's a couple of sweet kills. The car helps out, certainly. But Demon Joseph is still alive and kicking, and Snoopy still capturing the point. Second segment. See you later.
I'm so excited. We have seen so much vault control this year. Finally, a little bit of creativity off the opening break. You love to see it. You get 2 ticks of progress as well. And frankly, Boston keeping the pressure up, and pressure thy name is Purge. He's got all the help in the world as well. I mean, this is a funnel system and a blender. It's a 7-life lead and 2 ticks of progress on the more difficult zone, and the blood on this map is still flowing.
It's endless. It's nothing but blood in a sand dome. Desperately trying to claw back a semblance of control here from the B zone, and an endless onslaught there on towards B. But Boston Breach have backed up, and now they're applying the same amount of pressure towards the middle of the map. The A zone, maybe. What in the lordy, that gunfire went on longer than the ending of the Lord of the Rings.
Battered and bruised. No hobbits in this lobby. We're going to keep things moving to that B zone. I mean, they've been eyeing on it. It is so close to flooding down into whom with the savior play, but I think King was there waiting in the wings as well. But, I mean, you see the idea from Boston. It is 10 lives remaining. But right now, if you just keep them off the point and let the game clock keep going, maybe Falcons could steal this one away.
It's not over yet, man. Purge back in it. Good shots. He's been the two-piece machine, but that's 3 dead for Boston. You gambled hard, boys, and you might have just rolled snake eyes. 20 seconds to go. This is not over yet. 9 lives for the Falcons, boys. 10 now for Breach. This is far from over.
This is a great reposition. This is Boston. The gamble was just too large. Dahum's even posted up to defend the B zone, so A is going to be forced. And Exted really worried about the catwalk. Things are going to get a little bit mixy. Clock stopped with 4.7 on it, but it stopped on 2 zones. Dahum is the last man standing, but Awakening has to stay alive. 1 gunfight to win, and he gets dropped in a 6v4.
2.9 on the clock. 3 segments captured so far. It's a 2-man stack. Guarantees at least 1. Exted, nice job. 4 segments captured in the round. A round win would be ideal. Here comes the pinch. It's a little late. Awakening might be able to go absolutely tremendous. Steve and Joe traded out. Last few lives and an extra minute to go. Oh my word, folks, 3v3.
And they just walked to B for free, and now you stay down. What? Oh, it contested, but whatever. You line up. That was... Oh, baby, around the control.
Boston take the first. A unbelievable series. What in the... My word. I feel like that just got a little bit too chaotic there for the Falcons. So much going on. Made a couple of fantastic saves in the B zone, and then when it became a sort of weird game of TDM, like a really, really tight 4v6, they just lost the kind of focus there on both of the zones. Long routes, a couple of missteps there, and that is such a stinger. Boston Breach. The Boston Gambit. It was long, it was ugly, but it paid off.
I mean, yeah, well, for Boston, you know, they're just keeping the pressure up on B. You probably cut your losses maybe 30 seconds before they actually did to attack the A zone, but the fact that you just allowed all 3 ticks to go for the A zone and not a single player even really, like, sent it for the chow is, I mean, that's insanity. And that is 4 men off the board there for Boston. They get a little bit of map pressure, and they got Cammy on a 5.
7 for Cammy so far in this control. This is absolutely ideal. And another 6. Oh, the turn there. Exnid too hot for it. But the trades, again, absolutely fantastic right now for Boston. Not letting the Falcons get away with any shenanigans in the round so far. Keep this going. Over to Snoopy. Still trying to get that pressure through mid right now. Vegas. It's a slow, steady approach to the middle of the map. No one there for the trades. Snoop bounces late. 3 dead.
Snoop's over here just like min-maxing his movement around the map, prepared for every single spawn, and he's just waiting for somebody to finally show up in his crosshairs. Cammy's killing everybody before they fall. Cammy killed everything before they fell, and last man down low, Snoopy. It really just flexing the movement. Covered so much of the map, but the map now a little bit open up for Falcons. Got 2 down in the feed.
They got a couple of lives down as well at 15 to 23, but oh, good timing from Cam. Shoots the shot, as you should do here on Valentine's Day, folks, but that's because he's got the backup of Snoopy. Trades are there. And Cammy. Oh, Cammy from down low. He goes down on the Falcons, and he comes up big.
Out here making Cammy look unstoppable. He was pretty dominant in the map 1 respawn as well. Map 1 on point, had a pretty strong S&D. He is having himself quite the series. Might just be Cammy for MVP as this round ends with a whimper. Boston confident on the defensive end.
Yeah, not as explosive or exciting as the first round, and you can see again the faces of the Falcons right now. It's getting stressful. Who's leading? What's the game plan here? Let's get a guaranteed zone before anything crazy happens. Cammy's 19 and 10, the man. He really was the difference there.
Yo, Straight Jacket, what's up, buddy?
Way through those lines, getting all of those captures. Good job there, Cammy.
And another moment for Cammy where he is just basically standing in between the entire team and nobody's looking at him. He gets to be the absolute cleanup crew. Beautiful moments when you have him in game, and fun when you get the drop on all of them. And
sorry to hear that.
Confident yet. 19 kills.
Man.
I hope you're all right.
Head in this lobby, but him and Big Wake have certainly been having a field day.
Having a kill rates respectively. Oh man, Cammy doing it all. Capturing B once again. And the Boston Gambit this time round, it's more of a distraction, but it's all Purge, who's playing it fantastically so far. To whom good shots there.
I know that hurts.
Back over towards B for a little bit of love. Awakening, perfect transition. But great work again. Dahoom holding down the B zone.
Yeah, Dahoom on point with that drop shot. This B zone is such a nuisance. This is the type of thing that it's just going to force you on the defensive end to respond constantly, which Falcons handling very well. Trades always rolling through. Anybody that tries to slip the net and get into art, they've been able to catch and pick up those players. Now you got King on force spree as well. And Dahoom's been shooting his gun. He gets the drop there on Cam. He takes him down with the pistol, and he gets out. So Falcons cooking up something a little bit strong here on the defensive end.
Ooh, but Awakening finds a couple. 5 now in a row for King. 30 seconds to go. And it looks like it was pressure on both zones for a second there. You clean up the players on B. Now you're right towards A, but it's a big old stack right now. Boston. Kills all over the place. Nice work there. Taking care of the player through hole. First segment long gone. Purge and Cammy, they're dancing around. Second segment gone. We're looking at a minute on the game clock if they don't get this stuff.
Nice shots from Cammy. Not easy to get a player off those stairs, but again, gentlemen on one side, not pulling a Paco there in that moment. Now you got plenty of time. Minute 24 on the clock, even on the life count. These are the moments that can make or break you in control. And Exin with that pick, Falcons certainly have the advantage right now in this round.
We've got to call it pulling a Paco from now on. That is criminal. Oh, yeah, man. All right. Over towards the B zone. 16 lives to get it done, Boston. Now you got Exnid in your backline. Cammy's on the hunt. Was going for it with a knife, but his teammates are there as well. Still less than a minute to play.
And still, even on the life count, and plenty of pressure for the Falcons. So they are in control of this defensive round. Nice shots from Snoopy, but he's got a long way to go before he can really get this pressure on B. You see Falcons have the middle of the map stacked up and great nades to take down Snoop. Now they just have to read the flank pressure, but I see they got players' eyes on it. King heads up about the potential flank. Wixel on a 4 in good position over towards ammo as well. I mean, the minimap is perfectly coordinated right now for the Vegas Falcons.
Oh, we've said that before, though, in the past. It hasn't always worked out. Back to Old Faithful. Good stuff out of Exnid. Not as explosive or dynamic in the kills department as we've seen him statistically, but now trying to get the job done. Dahoom. Oh, lovely stuff by the B Street. A couple of tags in there from Purge. Wrong gun for the fight, son. That's bad news for the PDW users. Final 3 lives from Boston, and Vegas have absolutely brought this back.
That's a super solid round on defense. Credit where credit is due. And I got to say, Dahoom has been winning some wicked gunfights. So his Valentine might just be the aims in hand. Drop shot earlier on. Nice little 180 on the guy, top ammo. And he's in the movies as well. And got the best play.
Just like the movies. This was actually very early on in the round.
This is the drop shot.
Yeah, it's Awakening on the transition. But they're nice shots. Good work, Dahoom. Pressure still on there for the Vegas Falcons. It is match point. Good luck, boys. 2 rounds in a row is what they need for Boston. Feeling tremendously comfortable, or at least they should be.
Gotta see if they can pull anything out and deliver. Not going to be any B hits here. Going to go for standard, or maybe this will be a B hit. We're taking routes to go down low, and Witzel's working out our palms. So yeah, here we go. Falcons getting a little bit creative too, but look at this setup there. Coming in from Boston Breach. 2 players posted back to look for it. Doesn't matter. They got picked apart.
And that's how you kill a trophy too. Good stuff out of Exnid. Holding it together, son. Counter-attack now on. Cammy's trying to make his way through secret, and it's not going to be there. Exnid up close here. I love it. It's
not bad, not bad, not bad.
6 free. 7. Nice work.
Woke up to a shitstorm that I was being accused of by one person.
Here comes a trophy. Oh, shots in from Snoopy. He got that one that time, and now the coverage.
But once I did a little investigation,
for now, immediate transition from the Falcons over towards A.
I found out a very good friend of mine decided to call my ex out on his stream
As the Boston Breach was on the B zone
and let her have it.
But they cut their losses and go over towards A instantly. That's the type of swing you love to see in the game.
And my buddy has been,
continues to collect
the one that was talking to her,
once again on
has been begging me basically
I mean, this is an
to try to get him to stop.
Round so far. Vegas, keep this going.
Which I'm not going to because it's not. The only thing I did is I said, guys, take it easy on him. He was an idiot. He didn't know any better. The fucking moron. But have at it with her because people are going after her because they have their own vendetta against them.
They're still stuck in spawn. Vegas, what have you got?
She's fucked over a lot of people, and they have all had it when she did that to me. When she screwed me over, they have all were like, that's it, we're done. So she's sitting in a dumpster fire of her own making right now.
Teamwork and coordination is there, but you absolutely want to decap this. Snoopy doing just that.
Ah, that's so tremendous, man. It was incredibly close to the second segment being secured. Single life lead though for the Falcons
what happened
right now. And this is again a very, very good spot to be in still.
Because I found out the community that my buddy is kind of like his community is a veterans community that not only protects their vets.
Can you keep the capture going? You sure can. Here comes Snoopy trying to stop it. Can't get
This
it
is
done. Anyone
this
there for
trying to
the
say it.
Falcons? Yes, the second segment in the bag. Here we go.
It gets to me.
Pressure as well. Another gunfight win gets the trades. Cammy's gone.
I'm somebody of some type importance or liked. A very liked person in that community, not just a guy in the community.
Have forced the round 5.
I didn't know that.
And this is interesting.
I didn't know I was held in such like high regard or whatever you want to call it.
Get themselves back in the game.
I thought I was just some dude in the crowd.
Absolutely block those back spawns. Map gets broken down. You lose by 50 points.
But no.
Here we are, down 2-0. You lose the Mixie situation in the round.
That's not what I found
that
out.
You had great chances to deliver on. So they have failed and faltered in these clutch moments.
And my buddy Oni spoiled me in Fortnite. Got me the Michael Myers skin, the chainsaw, Texas chainsaw, and
Falcons, you've done so
the Adidas
much.
Sambas.
And for what it's worth, just throwing this out there, didn't keep track
Oh,
of the
yeah.
difference, but just round 1, Cammy being able to capture the B zone before the lights fell might have been the difference maker.
Yeah, that might be.
What's crazy is I found a community
Past his head, good news. Awakening gets again.
I didn't know valued me that much.
Capture alive at 8. All right, lads, stack this one up. Say goodbye to the first segment.
It's gonna flood too. Snoopy maybe wants to work the pinch. But
Not only that, but betrayal.
Trying to hope you get some of these exit kills, but Snoopy doesn't deliver. Exit
Betrayal.
gives you 2. So now you got 4
Stings
life advantage.
worse.
You got every kill you wanted on the mini map, and the A zone falls. Plenty of time in a perfect situation.
Hey, let me talk to her. Let me see if I can smooth this out. Turned into I like her and I'm talking to her.
Trophies now in place. He's still doing it alone. Has to wait for the reinforcements as well. Boston
Trail.
sure to be first in on the fight. Here we go. Nice work there with the nades as well. Exit sends it forward. Can't get a kill on Awakening.
The reason me and him are cool right now is because I was fucking able to finally have him see that. But I don't want to talk about it no more.
Everybody else
I'm done dragging him.
King even down towards Secret. You're not in any type of hurry. You're looking for good execution, and you're just looking for the trades on Snoopy. But unfortunately for the Falcons, Snoopy took 2 to the grave before he fell, and now to whom the only player with any degree of space on the map, all of his teammates lost in spawn.
Good news though, to whom he got a gunny. He stayed strapped now. Boston.
Here's the thing.
You've got to deal
and this is where I'm going to leave it at.
Dance around, maybe catch him out.
I'll never trust him alone with my woman.
Presence there being felt on the other side of the board though. Cammy, oh, he's a problem right now. The shots are fantastic, and this is going to make capturing the B zone exceptionally difficult. Covers Snoopy, allows him to get in a position.
Do you want me to talk to her with you? No.
Purge finds Dahum. This is a huge turn for
I'm
Boston.
good.
Yeah, and Cammy's positioning, all what he's saying to his teammates is they are spawning P2.
I won't even leave her. I won't even leave her in the same room as him.
Ready for the mid-map pressure. Dahum drops him, but the funnel system is going to continue. You had 2 minutes and 14 seconds on the game clock. Falcons now down to less than a minute.
Oh, King's managed to snip on through.
Especially yesterday.
P2 side of the map. It's now bust wide open. Exit finds 2. You've got a man down low. It's on Snoopy to stop
these last couple days really showed me.
King can't get anything done towards the zone.
I have a community,
and I think Boston, they might be able to pick this play apart.
That if push comes to shove, will fight if they feel I was hurt unjust.
And you're holding it together. What the Falcons! What the Falcons! Get those kills! And that's a massive turn. What a reverse sweeping control.
They are on the board, Miles, on the board. second respawn win of the year. First it was FaZe, now it's Boston. The Titans, one by one, are falling. And honestly, a beautiful
Red
game. You saw the round one just super mixy, characteristic and atypical for the B zone to get hammered out like that. When things became stock and standard, Falcons handled the mini map so well. They delivered time and time again. Those are not easy moments, and that is a super solid win. They were able to collect. To whom shooting his gun, 12 assists, 29 kills, and 4,100 damage.
Well, here's the thing.
One up them on the kills.
I've permanently taken that knife out because
second half of the game kind of situation.
I banned her.
Excellent as well.
Blocked her.
Kills on the offensive end. Not too.
She's out of the Discord.
Impressive stuff coming out of Ace.
And look at that game.
Her friends out of the Discord. Her friends blocked and banned.
I don't even know what that means. Well, it was a good-looking vault from both teams at times. Boston started things off fantastically, and then you just let
doing his thing.
Left the window open, and what happened? The Falcons flew right in. They took care of business. That was
I got it cleaned up.
Rounds
They took a little too much off
for those boys,
but I still got a little bit of a point.
We go back to Hacienda for another hard point now.
So I'm gonna try to grow it out.
Licking their chops at the prospect of a bit of tasty bird for lunch over there. But yeah, great stuff, man. I mean, Vegas, we saw some really good rounds. Chance where that A to B transition was always very fast. It was super decisive on that. Despite the efforts of Cammy, massive work in the kills department. Vegas looking good.
I would say
the beard, believe it or not, that beard was only grew that way because I was dealing with my kidney stone issues from Thanksgiving to like mid-January.
You force the action over towards the A zone and do like this sort of normal thing.
January 9th is when I finally got the surgery.
Game plan for the Falcons. Every single time something
to fix the problem, or at least alleviate it.
I think one of the weirder things maybe
so that whole time I had that beard and it was just growing and growing and growing. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
And like really as a full team going for the spawn,
fine now,
letting it make mixy. And that was to deliver moments like this where Boston just aren't expecting another player to be behind them, letting Exnid pick up the pieces, and you keep that pressure going. But all the hype in the world, a lot of credit there for King again.
Oh shit, you know what?
Not an easy feat. And they're just cleaning up some of these moments, man. We'll see. Hacienda hard point, though, I will say, it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, Hacienda, a very structured map. Especially a lot of the players in the league have had an entire year of reps on it, essentially, back in Black Ops 4. Very different back then, 5v5, very different specialist stim shots, you name it. A different world, some might say. But yeah, this is going to be a tough one for the Falcons boys, indeed, given what we've seen out of Hardpoint for them. So breathe all that, excitement out. Let's get our heads refocused for a very tough game of Hardpoint. And for Boston, again, salivating at the prospect of getting to dive into another respawn.
And we obviously saw the Hacienda for the map number 2, where Boston's game plan just...
Hey, Red, how you feeling, by the way?
But it really is the true test of how effective your game plan is going to be. Standard map in the sense of like rotations really matter. Like if you are there to hold a P2, you have to be able to read if they're putting the pressure on through the flank, trying to get those spawns, or whether they're coming in through Zig. But if you're a well-coordinated team, especially the P2 and those rotations to P4, you can set yourselves apart and get the full 60s if you lock it down. These are the types of maps where like you have these like individual gunfights that are worth so much more on the map, and you have to be aware of when you are in an important one. So we get to test their metal, test the mental game right now. It's gonna be fun with
For our 300th map, that was a real kick-in. And you joked in the break, you're like, Boston are going to kick him down the well. That was a bang. It was great.
Shortly after I got done throwing my skateboard, I walked away, my leg cramped up, and then just went dead. Now, I can barely stand on it without it just giving up. I'm waiting at the skate park for my ride.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see if we can get there. But in the meantime, Vegas. Every now and then we try to get some real good-looking plays. Will this be another map where we get some success out of it? Here we go. 3 up, 1 down.
And already time that stun grenade, that is going to be a thick one. That's going to be a hell of a calm. And to whom there for the cleanup crew. And why not give him all?
Ow.
Snoopy gets out of his life, but to whom continues to have the hot hand. Rockhall gonna be open though. Snoopy looking to flip these spawns, and the only man on the minimap that did not die was Snoopy. And look what he does with that life. Gives you a big 2, gives his team the time, and now he's getting the most important kills.
Absolutely looking towards the new hard point. But good news for the Falcons, they've maintained P2. Purge says not for long, boys. I'm thinking about it now. But this is a nice P1. Teams are getting better and better at managing to soak time here and extract some sweet, sweet score out of our opening hard point. Purge, sport for choice right now. Cammy there with a push through, gets himself the trade, and you've still got a lot of presence here from both teams over towards P2. And Snoopy playing it very, very patiently. Wonderful looks from him. As the remainder there of the Vegas Falcons set up on towards the new point, here we go.
Snoopy was looking for a freebie. He might have found his moment. Caught a player going into zig. Gets the next guy one shot, and his team is there to deliver. We talked about the most important gunfights, and Snoopy found his moment to strike. He sets his teammates up, and this might very well and truly be a spawn trap blender.
Oh, not yet. You got to find all the kills, though.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Oh, 3, baby. Looking for another. What a nade. Cammy, the absolute king of the hill right now, keeping the guns hot. A force free from inside the point. And he doesn't have a Hellstorm equipped, but he has some seriously high roller kill streaks on there. Good break, by the way.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get the old dreadnought towards the end. But that play literally just comes down to Snoopy. He gets great timing, wait for his teammates before he pounces, and more importantly, the 2 players that were in Lambo had full control of everything, didn't need any help on the lobby section of the map, but again, the term in Call of Duty we've been using is tweak, and somebody just full sends it into zig. Snoopy finds that opening and sets the team up. And now in this rotation, King on the force free wants to make the big ones to break it down. Unfortunately for him, Boston's teamwork on point, and they wipe everybody off the map.
Yeah, that was good looks. You're still keeping the hard point very firm. Vegas, second attempt at this one. Great trades. Cameron Awakening get theirs. That's the 3rd man. Wixel's got to go tremendous here. And look at it. Shots out of Purge. Good stuff, mate. Missing that long barrel, but he's still putting down the shots. Pinch is there. Purge, what a move. Can you get 3 out of this play? You probably could, mate. Exnid there, the last man on the point, as this has not been a kind point to the Falcons.
And I love the play from Purge as well. Swing back, working with your teammate. Didn't have the time, and he goes straight into Rock Hall. But now you got the coordination. Cammy maybe didn't even need the help. He's just going to do it himself. Picks up a big 2, but now you got to read the pinch. Exnid there for 1. The gunfight for time, and Exnid found his moment. P4 rotation has been won by the Falcons.
Yeah, nice work. Wixel, next man in. Take down Purge. Spots out Snoopy. Dips out, stays alive, keeps it going. This is an awkward fight, but enough time bought for his boys there. Now 2 through the middle of the map. Exit up next, finds another. 3 in a row. Gets himself no more. Good shot. 3 down. Snoopy just falls off the top of rock. And this is a great hold again. Falcons very much alive and well here.
Yeah, I love this too. Exit sets it up, and now everybody just gets to knock those players down. Perfect off his pinch. It's going to turn Awakening's head on a swivel, and now you're in the blender. It is just 1v1 Chow's full sending with a hope and a prayer for Boston to actually breach that hill, but you got to give the credit. Exnid just got an attack chopper on that hill. A hell of a moment for Falcons to get back in the game.
Bro, call it. Put on the T800 skin. I don't care. Do it. Let's go, man. You're about to find a lead change here going into our second set if the Falcons can get onto that time. Lovely stuff. As the first go around comes to a close, I'm excited for what we're seeing here on Hacienda. It looks like the Falcons have found their form somewhat chance. If they can get this break, P1 to 2 wasn't ideal for them. And that P3 last time around, that was tough. Let's see if things can go right this time.
I mean, again, it's a map that really forces you to deliver in these moments. Had a couple attempts and mixed results on the execution, but a close game, you get to keep trying.
Yeah, man, I saw those clips, man.
Boston for the moment they have
Take it easy, bro.
But that is going to get taken from them. Falcons pouncing. Final 20 seconds on the hill as well. Another great moment getting the Lambo spawns. About a 10-point gap between these 2 teams in this moment. But I'd say advantage on the map gonna be for the Vegas Falcons, especially as that Lambo spawn. I mean, that's incredibly consistent. All 4 players nearby.
All 4 players are now a true. Gonna get at least 1 out of this life. Nearly does better than that. King with a sweet corner. Gonna get at least 1 out of this life. Nearly does better than that, but nice work. Over to Wixel and Dahoom, who have found themselves a corner inside this hard point. Spawns are getting a bit squirrely. Big moment now for the Vegas boys. Let's go for a listen in.
باقي واحد قريب 6 انت اسبوع مدرب يا يلا ساعة شوف زي باك سبون اثنين يلا يا انا سنجل مات سنجل يلا بيوت وان شوت العب نيو يلا لا حد يموت ارجع بالي ارجع انا نفسك الول من اللوفس الول ما حد تشوف الول انا التايم عليك مين انا اوبن واليمين واللي مات باقي واحد ول باقي واحد ول مين ها بلات ويك بلات كابسين بلات ويمين نيد استني اسمعت لا حضيره وين شوت بالي حضير خلينا بالي خلينا يلا حضيره وين شوت معك دحوم يلا روح عد الول وانا مول عد الول انا قريب مني دمج انت بتبلود وداح انا بين ها جاي تبلود وداح بدا مات ايوه كبير وجهت حل الثاني ترى انا رسمني حظيره رسمنا واصل عندي نيو بيرج واصل نيو وكامل جايه من ورا يمين ها ترى بيرج الحاله وكامل هنا عنده بيرج باقي واصل
Back over to World Faithful, back over to Rock we go. And that was an awkward lineup, but Awakening managed to stay alive for how long, though? Here comes to whom? Another potential break here for the Falcons.
They got it. Awakening bought you a little bit of time for Snoopy to get the trades, but they come out on top. Holding on to P4, the pressure through the front. It is a square on Nixie battle, but they're winning them all. They're trading everything in sight, and you're still in control. A 30-point game between these two. And keep in mind for the Falcons, this would be the game for the 15th hardpoint loss in a row, tying the record. They are hungry for this win.
And King does not want to let it happen. He's went on a nice spree. A big one. Cammy catches the nade in between his teeth, but he finds 2, 3 down. 50 seconds to go on the point. This is tremendous out of Austin. A late break. King right back at it. The shots are decent. Not enough to break it once again, though. Rotation back to P1. And I'll tell you what, folks, Boston Breach, they've done a great job in the early holds on P1. Their P2s have been ideal. 3's been sweet. This could be it. Falcons are still fighting. Can they get the early P1 time?
They got it for the moment. Snoopy wants to take it from him, but right now I'm just watching Awakening. He's feeling the heat. Snoopy is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, but a good nade to slow things down. Trades, though, back on the point, and Cammy once again delivers.
It fucking is.
Where he is the kill leader in the lobby, trying to set his team apart, but I mean, this is deja vu all over again, where the Falcons just so consistent about the right side spawns. They're in a good situation again. Keep the kills flowing, and you just need a good P2 hold. That's all it is.
Yeah, it sounds so simple. It sounds so easy. Final 15, giving it up, guaranteeing the P2 hold.
That's tough 15, though.
And we'll find out if it comes to bite them when the final scoreline kicks in. But for now, you're set up. All corners covered. Awakening knows something's up. Doesn't check it properly. Trades it now on. You gotta make your way over towards the point. It's gonna be a 2-man hit from Boston through the front.
They have 3 players in around the hill. I mean, Xnid is on an island and he just gets caught. So now you don't have any lobber pressure, and you were so worried about, I don't know, everything, that you get broken down. They had nobody in lobby, and the 2 guys that could have been, that was... Yeah, that'd be the game. This would be 15 losses in a row for the
It's not over yet, mate. It's not over yet. Yeah, we've had a couple of kills there now. Snoopy's trying to make his way forward. Snoopy finds a big one on the player through Zig. Over the front to whom down? Snoopy! What a 3! That's game, baby. Snoopy calls it. A big old spree and a smile on his face. The cut-off kills are not there. And that's a contest. Purge on the front. Game, set, match. Boston Breach.
Oh my god, that mini-map, that's insanity. I mean,
more than likely, yeah.
You know, Xnid gets the kill over towards well. I'm looking at the mini-map and I was like, it's maybe not the dream, but this is still really good. 3 seconds go by and it's just a, oh no, gentlemen. Can't have that.
Yeah, that seems to be, that's the sort of the feeling we get. I mean, the Falcon setup's all good, everything looks great, and then it stops. and 3 guys lose their individual fights. There's no trade moment there. It's so tough, man. Again, a couple of steps behind some of the teams here in the league. Falcons, the 15th hardpoint loss in a row. Boston Breach, happy to walk away with the 10 points as well, man. And again, Cammy was shooting 31 and 20. Not so much damage though. Purge was your guy there, running around with the PDW despite the nerf, still strong.
Yeah, I mean, the 40 EKIA always feels nice to see in the old scoreboard there for Purge, and the objective kills as well for Cammy and Snoopy. I mean, fantastic. 30 combined between the pair of them in Awakening. There for the ride, man. Had himself a lovely Friday. Happy Valentine's Day to him.
There we go, 3-1, final score. Falcons, good stuff again on that vault control. That was an absolute banger, but the hard points just a little too tough against the far more structured Boston Breach. SD as well, that 6-2. I think that's going to sting him, but hey, we'll see how things go for the future again. A tough run continues for the Vegas Falcons desk. A tough one.
Very tough, brother.
They won a map.
They did win a map, and it was well played in that control.
So let's start here. Boston gets the match win as expected, but was it closer than you thought? Did they take their foot off the gas pedal, or was it Vegas catching up in the second half?
Ooh, I'm going to go with Vegas catching up in the second half.
Yeah.
I want to say, at least for that map number 3 in that vault control, those last 2 rounds, it felt like Vegas channeled some confidence that we have never seen from them. And for me, it feels like sometimes that's all they needed, because they have that gunny, right? They have the fundamentals. We talked about the fact that they're actually one of the better rotating teams in the game. Their setups just have been falling through. So you get onto a map like control, you get onto that vault, all it takes is that one player to get that opening kill, and then you got that man up, and then you got that aggression, and then you got that push, and that's what we saw from the Vegas Falcons, is just continuous headbutting in the front.
And of course, Nameless, we got to call out. This is the longest hardpoint losing streak since 2 goats and an up-and-coming goat in Hydra. I'm not worried right now if I'm a Falcons fan, because the rest of those guys had decent careers.
Yeah, they had decent careers. And we're seeing some progression. You know, when Ali was talking about that control, think about it. The offensive rounds were beautiful from the side of Falcons. I mean, awesome strat off the rip, and a double go underground and just get a bunch of beat progression. Like, the control was great. In this hardpoint, I think I know what they're doing wrong, though. Like, you think about the end of this tense moment, like, they have the right idea. Like, okay, we're going to hard rotate to P2. We got a guy holding the back, and we're just going to get the first kill, and then slay. We're going to hold. But the problem is, in like that situation, you have to apply some pressure. Once you have already secured that spawn on rotation, you can't just allow that 20 points to go the way of Boston Breach and then give them a full 4-man aggressive challenge. You look at some of the better teams, you'll see they have subs pushing out, applying that pressure on rotation.
And I touched on it earlier. It's like the setup, too, because they did that 2 times in that P2. They had all 4 members of Vegas Falcons there. 2 people are pushed down the backside. And you're letting Cammy walk through the main door and pop both of you and gain spawns. So for Falcons, they're there early, got to work on the setups, and got to work on winning those initial gunfights.
Final thoughts on Falcons before we get into our scout play of the game. Is this the right starting lineup? Is it the strongest you've seen yet, or is it just King playing well?
Strongest respawn I think we've seen.
Yeah, I mean, the team looked good in the last 2 maps of that series, I'll be honest, right? Like, the control was very good. Like, they looked like they knew exactly
I got you going. I got to finish packing.
I will say, in the hard point, though,
damn,
like,
I got 5 of you.
It got pretty sloppy.
Okay. Got some work to clean up.
Raise you guys out somewhere.
At Vegas. For now, though, we celebrate with Boston. Your scuff play of the game. I thought the MVP of the match was Snoopy. You guys said it was Cammy. Yeah. They gave us both. Let's take a look at the 2.0 and 3.0 and search and destroy from this duo. The SMG and AR getting the job done.
And oh man, did Cammy need a map like this, because search and destroy has been kind of his struggle. He's been lighting it up when it comes to that respawn, but a .71 in that S&D, so he definitely needed that map too.
Yeah, Cammy played really good throughout this series, man. Just like, honestly, that's what you're hoping if you're a Boston fan, especially in the search and destroy. Like, he had a terrible performance at the major. Just hopefully for Boston, also, like, those maps are too close against Vegas. Like, this is a team that should be steamrolling them, so they got some work to do as well. I'll be real mean on Valentine's Day, man. I don't like this.
Before we go to break, Allie, what was the worst Valentine's gift you ever received, and who sent it to you?
I don't think I've ever gotten a worse Valentine's gift. I've had some pretty good Valentines. Can I tell you the best one instead?
Yeah, do that.
My dad got me this really big teddy bear a few years ago that I still bring around with me called Bubba.
Go.
Introducing new Oroxon Gel, the first FDA-cleared ED treatment available without a prescription. Oroxon Gel is clinically proven to work within 10 minutes, so you and your partner can experience the heights of intimacy. New Oroxon ED Treatment Gel.
Kefalonia was a mistake.
I am the reason you left that island alive.
That could be a thing.
The cult wanted you dead.
What cult? Where are they?
Let me grab a bottle of water. And I got you, dude. That grocery store is down there by, just down there near Mellow Mushroom. I'm not talking about right there. It's the next street over. It's right there where Chipotle is, where we used to go.
The small shard I found on El Pinor is like nothing I've ever seen. Might come in handy.
This is very true. Ah, yes. The Serpent's Lair. Oh, shit. Grim with the raid, too? Oh, shit. A little bit of a Grim raid, too. Yeah. So welcome in. Doing a little odyssey, you see. Gonna find me a new quest to do, we do. Do a little hop, skip, and a jump back to talk to me, man. Dot. It's a little ways away, isn't he? Family, we had wings. Oh, wait a minute. Aha! Oh, I don't have it. Little bitch. What's up, bro? Start packing for the card show. Just finished Call of Duty. Qualifiers? Fuck yeah. How did that go, bro? That's good shit. Where are you going for the trippy trip? Grim trip? I don't know. Oh shit, you won. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, bruh. Big GG's, big dubs, bruh. Come on. Come on. Ezio, Alexios. Come on. There you go. Come on. Up, up. Up, up. Oh yeah, you're welcome, bro. Of course. Alright guys, I'm out of here.